My name is Shania, and you are here on the official Shania Forever and the official Shania the Body. My name is Shania, and I have been going live recently to show you guys workouts that have been helping me to stay toned while I'm losing weight. And so the amazing feat that I have already gotten through is losing 70 pounds and keeping it off, and I did that all last year. And that was documented for our site that is linked in the description of this video. That site is Shania Forever. And now I'm going through this journey, and because my youngest kid has been in school for 2 years, because last year was her first year of school, and it was very tedious. They're out a lot, they get sick, it's a new environment. You know, it was like a trial and error. I made sure to keep offline, and then I tried to do some workouts online, but what we did was we did it professionally, and we curated workout videos to show exactly what I did each month to help me stay somewhat toned while I was dropping a tremendous amount of weight. So this year, the weight loss goal is a little bit less, but nonetheless, we have to do it. And so consistency is the key. And so I just said, God, if you will allow for me to document my journey this year, I would greatly appreciate it. And so I've been trying to go live at least 3 times a week with the workout demonstration. It is the same thing, but just like going to work every day, you gotta be consistent, you gotta show up. So we're gonna do the same movements today. And if you're not familiar with my channel, welcome. I'm so happy that you made it here. You're welcome here. Make sure to go look at my channel. We have different type of videos, not just workout videos. And we can talk about things that's going on right now, current events. So let me check my live stream, hold on. Just checking to check, making sure that we are clear, because on this phone, it's not as pristine as my other situation. But nonetheless, if I wait to do it that way, I wouldn't do it today. And today, not only did I already film a video, that's why my hair's all messed up, I already filmed a video for my Sunday uploads, but I also have to put the compilation video together, which is what I want to do every Friday. Just post a short clip showing you the days that I filmed my workout, just making it fun with some good music behind it, and maybe like a slight voiceover if I need to. Last week's had a voiceover in it. So I still have to edit that, and then I have to post it, and then I have to film something else. Something like a funny fitness clip. Okay, so it's good. It looks way better than before. This camera normally gives me a hard time, but this looks way better. All right, so child, who cares? Just keep watching, stay tuned, because real hair be puffing and bluffing and bluffing on you. So the first thing that we do is 3 variations of squats. So I'm going to do 2 sets with you guys and then 1 off camera so I can film it for the compilation. In total, you're supposed to do 3 sets of this. It's only 10 per movement, and you do that 3 times, all right? So I don't want you to be confused, because if you ever feel like you get confused, go to the site, which is linked in the description of this video, because there's no talking, it's just exercise, all right? So let's do the first one. I'll be forward first. Your feet are slightly wider than your shoulders, and you're just gonna do a squat as deep as you can, all right? Remember the last time I was live, I had on my knee brace, and it's getting colder, and so my knees feel a little wicked, but it's better today. So I'm gonna say 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you want to see different angles, watch my my Maryland workout on the site, and you'll see it, because I did this professionally already. So now you're gonna duck out your feet. This helps with your inner thighs, and it also helps with the exterior muscles. So a challenge for yourself is to feel your legs today. Feel how they feel, see how they move. Now today, to see how good this squat is. This squat is so good that all of a sudden your legs feeling tight and right. That's how good it is. So let's go down. It's like a plie, yeah? So let's go down for 10, 10. I'm cracking all over the place. 9. Can y'all hear that? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the last one is feet together, okay? Keep your feet together and do 10. So the back of your foot, when you go all the way down, is going to slightly come off the ground, okay? Let me catch my breath. Whew. I have to remember that dancing takes energy. I gotta calm down. How are you guys doing today? Where are you from? Oh, let's talk about current events. Current events is who's watching iShow's feed live streams? Me. They're great, and I'm having a good time watching them. Yeah, I'm having a good time. And I got to watch Will Smith during his explorations. Because I'm watching iShow's feed travel all around the world or travel all around Africa, YouTube sent me Will Smith's exploration that he has on Disney. So his exploration was so good that it had me go to Disney to watch the rest of them. I fell asleep each time on like the 5th, 6th, but nonetheless, I'll go back and watch them because the only difference between him, I don't know how many I did. That works right here in the front. The only difference between him and iShow's feed is that iShow's feed is doing it in real time, and it feels better when you see it in real time. So I'm going to give you guys an example. Let's do leg extensions. This is the second part of the toning and sculpting that I'm doing to lose my next 35 pounds. All right, 1, let me back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had to count because I'm going to forget. So, only difference is this. Will had one where he went to an altitude. These people like live in the sky. They're like 13,000 feet up, higher than regular, normal people, right? We don't live that high. So, he's trying to find the secret to happiness. And so he went to visit these people. And I said to myself, if I never saw a real YouTuber go to high altitudes, I would believe this documentary. But I myself went to higher altitudes in Colorado, and I actually was gonna have to fly back home because of how bad I felt. When you are not used to high altitude, now mind you, Will has been traveling the world for years, so he could be used to it. But the thing is, the separation between movies, these other apps like Disney, the ones who are creating documentaries and shows, the only difference between them and reality is that it ain't real. You're not going to tell me that you went 13,000 feet up and you're okay. You literally probably had to wait 5 days before filming the content. And that's why I love reality TV. Not all reality. I don't like that garbage. I like YouTube. I have watched YouTubers show themselves going to, what is the highest mountain that people are trying to climb and it's snow, they dying? Is that Mount Everest? I don't think so. I don't remember. But people, these YouTubers are showcasing themselves doing that. Add a Q&A sticker. Let's see. What happened? It went away. Oh, I tried. Come back! So, YouTubers are filming themselves trying these places that are in high altitudes, right? So we gotta go down to the floor because now we're in the third part of this workout. So now we're doing sit-ups. Okay, so I personally know that these YouTubers are getting sick and they're actually like not able to adjust to the high altitudes. And some that do, they actually have to get like all this help to adjust to these damn high altitudes that are not even as high as 13,000. But in this documentary, you're telling me that you went 13,000 feet up and you're all smiling throughout this whole documentary. What happened to the real part? What happened? That is why I'm telling you, like, YouTube always wins, because we document what we went through. Like, this is not a television series to make you feel good at home. This is what I'm going through. So I Show Speed, he is going through some stuff. And so to me, he had like 80,000 views. Now, on a good day, he'll have 200,000 views because more and more things are happening that are literally what's going to happen when you travel to these places. Like, not the whole crowd, but just like the uncomfortability. If you try their coffee, I'm not going to elaborate on where. If you try their coffee, it's too strong. Like, things like that. Like, tell us the real tea. Whereas if it was edited, we would not have even seen the real tea. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that is the only thing I'm uncomfortable with watching this documentary with Will Smith versus watching YouTubers do it, is that yes, Will is doing a voiceover and he's doing some type of comedy, but at the same time, if you're going in a boat to go and go see an anaconda, nah, like for real. Let's go watch, what is the guy on YouTube that does like, he has snakes all over his body. He just had an accident out of the skydiving thing. I forgot his name. But if you know, put it in the chat. Like, that's real, what he be going through and how uncomfortable it is with these snakes, how you get bit, right? How, like, this is no joke. Like, that is reality. We don't need our kids thinking that you can go 13,000 feet up and you're going to be smiling the next day. No, you're literally going to be you're going to be barfing in the toilet. You're going to need medication. You may need to come back home. You may not make it. Like, that's a real tea. If you go into a place with anacondas, you most likely got to pay these tribes to go in there. Like, you know what I'm trying to say, y'all? Like, I don't like these. I'm starting to not even like movies no more. When y'all acting like y'all jumped out of a plane. Like, stop it. Like, I'm getting uncomfortable. Because I have skydived before. And none of this is good. It don't feel good. When you have literally survived, you're like, oh my God, that was so exhilarating. But that's because you survived. How did you really feel when you jumped out of that plane? You felt like you were so dumb. I felt so stupid. I was like, if I die, I'm so stupid. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I really came up here to jump out? What? God, what? So, I tell people all the time, that man literally had to push me out that plane. Because once I got up there, because it was a gift from my boyfriend at the time, I had pressure to do it. I didn't want to let someone down, which is what? We are never going to care about that again. I don't care if you spent your last dime. If I feel uncomfortable and I may die, I'm not doing it. Because look at what just happened on I Show Speed. Like, he cared about his fans, and he did something that he knew his body was uncomfortable with, and what are you talking about? You get what I'm trying to say? There's consequences to us caring about others before ourselves. So I cared about this person buying me this birthday gift. So I was like, I had pressure on me. And then the guy says, this will be the most expensive plane ride you ever did, right? Because I would have been going back down with the plane if I didn't jump. So I was like, damn. So thankfully, I just had the type of man that I had attached to me. Because not only did he help get me out the plane, but he was so light that we got to really experience, and he showed me different, like we came down real slow. That's why I say thankfully he was light. Because I think the weight of the person has to do with how fast you come down. I could be wrong, because I think the guy who had the accident out himself recently, the snake man, I think the way he was describing it, it's almost like everything is calculated. So I'm not sure. But I always felt that because my guy was so light, we literally were in the sky for so long, and it was beautiful. But nonetheless, when you jump out, you automatically feel that you're stupid. 7, 8, 9, 10. So when people say, oh, I'm so happy I did it, they only feel that way because they survived. When you jump out, even if you bungee jump, I'm sure it's the same feeling. Like, why did I do this? And that's just facts. All right, so now we're doing it all over again. This is the second set. So guys, this is very quick, live. I'm not keeping you long. And the reason why I really love that is because I want you to see how easy it is for you to do it. You understand? So you jump up when you see me go live, and you just start doing it with me, boom, all of a sudden you look a lot better than you did if you didn't do it. Also, please remember to do this 3 times. Because I can't stand when they're like, oh, she did surgery. What budget? Where the budget? Where's the budget? And then don't you think as a vlogger I would vlog it? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Don't you think I want 1 million views on the video? What? Why would I do that privately? You get what I'm trying to say? So this is just hard work, dedication. Guys, I'm literally looking to see when they come through the door. I'm literally rushing because they're going to come through the door and we're supposed to spend some family time together. And I got to film something else. I got to edit something. So I don't have time just like you. Okay? I also want you to know that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I also wanted to say current events that are not tragic is that I do feel you should watch the Will Smith documentary on Disney because he's in pursuit of happiness. And the episode with the monks is the best episode to me, but that is because of what I learned. I don't feel I learned about climate when they went to the North Pole, but I learned that and there's nothing that I'm going to be able to do about it at this time. So when I can do something about it, it's good that I have that information. So watch that episode just in case you could help with the overall world and the environment. But what I can do for myself today is the episode with the monks, and that is, look at the muscles, that is learning you will be happy when you think about your death. So I just talked to my mom about it today. I was like, Mom, what would make you happy when you're dead? And she was like, I never thought about that. And it was shocking to me because there's certain things automatically that I know would please her in her death, right? And then the funny thing is, she ended up saying 2 things that I actually was thinking that would please her in her death. So what Will Smith was saying is that nothing really matters to him anymore. If it doesn't, like, if something about his death, let me come to it. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he, hey guys, he was saying that like, something about his death doesn't come to me, but think about it. If you die, or when you die, is this going to affect you? Right? Are the people you disappointed, is that going to affect you? No. None of that is going to matter in your death. What is going to matter? If you planted a tree, if you loved on your children. Because what he was saying is that he noticed how he was not as present in his kid's life. And that's what he noticed. So he was like, he's not old, he still has time. So I just wanted you to know, in your death, what's going to matter, right? Not the car, not the house, but what you implanted into people that are still here, that are now showing other people what you showed them, right? Because he keeps referencing a man in his life throughout the whole documentary. Because the man said to him, hey, Will, you won't experience life until you go to you won't experience the world until you go to the end of the world. And every documentary, that's not verbatim. Don't quote me, because y'all gonna be like, girl, that's not how they go. I know that's not how I go. I'm not Will Smith. I don't remember verbatim. But his point is, you find the world at the edge of it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now let's do our leg extensions. So, you know why he could keep referencing that man? Because that man left something inside him. That man left something inside of him. That's what you want to do. So that's what matters. So, having said that, I know a lot of you don't know this, but I met Will Smith. I was in the last, what's the name of the movie, baby?
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys? That's what they called it, the last one? They called the last one Bad Boys?
No, that's the series is Bad Boys. I can't remember the last one.
I don't know the name of the last Bad Boys. But I was in the wedding scene. And listen, 2 things that were important in that day. Number 1, I didn't feel my best. I had a red bob on, so I just did my best. I showed up as best as I could. I highlighted myself as best as I could, right? So that means I still showed up, even though I didn't feel my best, because again, I was 70 pounds overweight, all right? So that's why go watch, click the link in the description and go watch those videos. So, on the scene, I see so many actors that I'm familiar with in the first like 5 rows. And I'm like, they're not gonna show any of us because we're like on the 20th row and there are so many actors in this movie that I didn't even know were in this movie. So, if you're silly, you're silly. But unless that camera's going through the audience, we're just fillers. We're fillers. We're paid because they got a budget, but we're fillers. So, I realize that you're not going to see me in the movie, but there's a guy walking around with his phone and he's doing like highlights of the wedding. And for some reason, I was like, I want to do it. And so the highlight was with you with the sunglasses that says just married. So you wear the sunglasses and you're like, you know, like a thumbs up like you guys did. Guess what? He ended up posting that on his story and on his reels, and I'm in that. Imagine if I didn't open my big mouth. Imagine. I would not have any documentation because we couldn't have our phones. So I meet this man after like the last scene of the wedding, because the scene after that was the wedding party. So the last scene of the wedding, we're walking back. Martin Lawrence has a bodyguard. Not only is Martin Lawrence, not only does he have a bodyguard, but I think it's his family on set. So it's like you're not, even if he's your favorite, you felt highly uncomfortable walking up to him. And I feel like, now listen, Martin, if y'all know him, let him know this. Because the bodyguard makes you not want to walk up to these people. So, because it's not like he needed a bodyguard. Mind you, I don't know. Who knows? It could have been a loop-de-loop there. Because in Miami, you're not really blocking off this scene if somebody wants to know where it was. Okay? So, forgive me, because I don't know. We don't know who was there. Maybe that bodyguard really was necessary. Maybe he got a crazy stalker here. You never know. So, forgive me for speaking out of turn. But because of the bodyguard, I just didn't feel like I could say hello. Will Smith, on the other end, was walking around like me and you. The man, if he had a bodyguard, they were just how I would want my bodyguards to be. You didn't know, okay? They just, what? They just, what do they call it when you do football? I don't know anything about sports. They just tackled you before you touched me. So, I don't know if Will Smith had presence there except himself and God, because he was accessible slightly. So we are walking back to our area, which is the extras. You have a very nice area for us to chill at because the whole scene is beautiful. So I'm like, yo, because me and this Spanish lady, we became, because I don't know if she knew me, I don't know if she may know me, because I've been doing this for so long. So her and I were like chat buddies. So we were chatting, and promise you, her and I were together at this moment. I said, excuse me, Will. And you know what's so funny, as I was watching his documentary today, I said to myself, this man probably thought I was going to say something in regards to his past. Do you know that I think he was talking, and I was like, excuse me. And I think he had a hesitation, I think. But I know where it came from. Now that I was watching his documentary, he has probably had people stop him to ask him why. No, baby, no. I said, God bless you. And that was all I had to say to him, because I am so happy that I met a man that I grew up with on television. That's it. That's it. We got to give people grace. Give me grace if you ever had any bad thoughts about me, period. So, I said, so once he acknowledged me, because he wasn't looking my direction, once he acknowledged me, I said, God bless you. And then the lady who I was with, she said something sweet in Spanish, and she gave him a hug and a kiss on the cheek. So how beautiful, because we are the only ones that spoke to him. How beautiful if this man has always been getting, why you did that, and so on and so forth. He meets the two women that spoke to him that evening, and we have nothing but love. Nothing but love. Every movie that Will Smith has done has made me stronger. I want to run faster. I'm inquisitive now about the cell phones. I wonder what I would do if I was left alone on the planet. Also, I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? I feel like I can do something I can't do. And then his music, no curse words. What can we say? Like, let's speak about the good things people have put into this world. Now, the reason why I can say this today is because I'm on Instagram, I think Wednesday, and it shows me his son has created a restaurant in California where if you don't have the money, you can still eat. And they're serving quality food. I said, God, please because I know when I'm going to LA, but it's no time soon. So I hope that because they said that he's doing this silently. There's no promotion, no PR, and they're hoping that it just builds up in state to state to state. Guys, I promise you I would work there. I would work there. So what happens is, if you don't have money, you can eat. And then the person who has money can pay for somebody else to eat. And they're saying that it's just been paying for itself. I said, God, if we make a mistake and we ask you for forgiveness, you grant us that. And then on top of that, right, we still be having animosity in our hearts to forgive people, but you just forgave us, right? So if we're not repeating an action, then don't we deserve to be forgiven? So when you look at the people that people make, that to me is a representation of who they are. So if your children make music that I don't know his children's music exactly, but what I've heard from Willow, I don't think there's curse words. And then with Jaden, I don't really know him. I know his music less than I know Willow's. And I don't think that they revel in tearing people down or murder or drugs. I'm not sure, don't quote me about the drug thing. But what has Jaden put out here? Jaden has put out Just Water, and now he has a restaurant that's paying for itself. Come on, that is who you made? Shout out to you. This is who you made? Come on. Yo, it is my prayer that my children grow up to help other people. That's like that to me when I'm old and gray and I finally let my gray hair grow out and I'm on here exercising and telling y'all how I look so good and at 100. I hope that my audience is so big because my kids have done something so fundamental to help life still exist. And that is why y'all found my channel, is because I am bigger than me. Just take me. Now that I will be happy in my death. In my death. Letting God show me what He allowed for me to conceive and have. Help humanity and this world. Even if it's fitness. Even if it's fitness. Because fitness is helping you to live longer. You know, because me, I'm just the basic. I am just the groundwork. Their mom just did fitness. But what if they become scientists? Everything that I need a scientist. I need a builder. I need someone who is good with tech, that makes sites. I need everything that I can't. And, oh, Jesus. Because when people be coming for Elon Musk, is that the one who makes Tesla and these smart homes?
Yeah.
Guys, we gotta stop tearing this man down. On Amazon, you could buy yourself a tiny home that functions. Guys, I promise you, if I lived by myself, I would have a tiny home. I'm gonna be honest with you. My gym may be a tiny home. I just gotta get a home first. We're not going backwards. We gotta leave this man alone. He's literally trying to make it where we could live cheaper. That is why America's like making us go in circles. Let's keep posting everything that scares you, right? Let's post things that scare people, that don't make people go outside, that don't make people inquisitive. Let's keep posting things that make them all wiggly in their brain, right? Be careful. Be careful. Because if you found my video, it's because you have said something in your phone that you want to make yourself look better, feel better, or you look at videos to help you feel better and look better. And that is why your phone sent you me. Trust me. That's what I'm all about. Feel better, look better. Look better, feel better. If you know, you know. This is our last set. You're going to be sad. 8, 9, 10. Then we have twist. 10. these comments because y'all commented. Somebody said he's a criminal. He is? He could be. He could be. He could be, guys. We got to take the good stuff and run with that. He could be. I don't know. I actually look at the morsel and crannies of people that are going to help humanity. I actually cannot revel unless you're hurting people. If you're hurting people, please no. Sheep in wolves clothing. Y'all just message me. From Champagne B at West. What's that? Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't think he's the only one. So if we want to support somebody else that makes housing affordable, then share who that is. Because I know Kanye West tried. Akon tried. People are trying, but they're not succeeding. Whereas the only evidence that I have is Elon's chateaus that are on Amazon for sale. I've never seen, they have shown videos and stock photography of what Kanye West created, which is those like circle homes. And then Akon had a dream that he sold to billionaires. So we haven't seen that come into fruition. So I'm only speaking about those who are creating affordable homes and it's tangible today. And you literally have evidence of people in their affordable tiny home. So that is why I said it. I'm not speaking about anything else. I'm not talking about the Tesla car. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm just talking about people that are helping humanity to expand, right? So anyone else that's doing the same thing that you have evidence, then that's good. It's just that I feel that where I'm from, Miami, it is so unaffordable to have a home that you desire. Not that you can afford, but the home you desire is so unattainable here. The home I desire is nothing short of $2 million. Nothing short. Nothing short. Maybe. Hey, let me try my consistency on. We'll see. Namaste. We'll see if that comes to pass. And one day you guys see me filming. You're like, that roof's so high. Look at that roof. Where her roof at? I'm filming. You can't see my roof. You know that my consistency has paid off. And I'm finally living the way I desire. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying housing that I can afford. Housing that you can afford is different than what you actually wrote down and drew and you dream about it. That's two different things. Understand. Oh, thanks. I'm so happy. I love when I see comments that are related to the video. So guys, I love you for free. All you have to do is click the like button on these videos and then share it out to increase the algorithm. Just with somebody that's like, even somebody that just want to see a cute girl. You may have a single friend and you're like, oh, you seen her? And so on. So it's just ripple effect. People just show up. Also, people that are feeling unconfident about themselves because, raise your hand. And also, binge watch the channel. So there's so many videos that we've already posted. I'm going to put together a workout compilation. My kids are going to be so happy when I end this live because I get to talk to them. But while I'm filming, I can talk to my family. While I'm live, I can't. They're making impossible for regular folks to get ahead, pretty much play to play. So I feel that, I don't know how many people of us are like that. I think that a lot of people got ahead during the pandemic and some people didn't. So if you had your LLC in place and you already were getting taxes on it and paying your taxes on it, I feel like during the pandemic, if you had a business or if you had something that was necessary during the pandemic, you got ahead. But for those of myself who were, I was a caretaker. And I couldn't even be online because I had all my kids at home. And I'm not I don't do that type of content where my family is my content. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm not doing that. So if you were anything like me, you were home and you had to take care of your family and you were praying for everybody in this world. Then you're looking at life now and you're like, how am I gonna make it? And then you figure out consistency and you gotta get dirty. You're gonna have to get uncomfortable and you're going to have to get out of yourself. And so we're gonna see how that goes for me. That's gonna be this whole year. This whole year is just gonna be about me being uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable right now and making sure I still post and that I keep sharing what's working for me because I never had the space to do that when it came to something so surmountable as self-care. I was always able to be in front of y'all doing something crazy, but never about the self-care. You know what I mean? So I hit like button. I support your movement. Thank you so much. It's so important. You know what I mean? I'm so bashful. You made me think I'm bashful. To the last drop, baby. Oh, you making me bashful. So when you click the notification bell, you just never know when I'm gonna be live because I'm doing so many things this year, and I just feel like because I'm able to accept members, I may be able to do those lives and then put it up for members only. So we just don't know. And then I think the compilation I'm putting together today, I'm gonna put the stuff that I don't put in the edit in for members as well today. Because I have to start posting for my members on here because how are you gonna get members? You get what I'm trying to say? So let's just make it where it just makes sense to be a member because you actually see the full edit, you see the conversation, there's no like voiceovers, none of that, it's just raw. I feel like that is so powerful today. So I love you guys for free. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself until then and promise me that.